Welcome back everyone to Moratania. This is the second episode today. Last episode we finished building through this motorway here and started on the motorway coming through this area. So I just noticed that there was an aeroplane flying above and fancied getting some nice shots from there. So that's what we're greeted with this fine day. Right, so this one's going to keep on coming up to Melksham. Our main concern right now is to get Daventry sorted. So Daventry's one of our biggest cities. I think it really deserves to be given something somewhat special. I'm thinking a junction here that goes around this side and provides plenty of options for vehicles to come in, maybe even carrying on up. It doesn't necessarily have to just be for that. It could come up and interact with the other areas. I also want to continue the motorway through, potentially bringing it down this way. I don't know whether we'll take it up to Barking or what we'll do with that. But right now, my main concern is to get the motorway built up around this area. So we've got our large highway, and we need to be going on the right-hand side. So let's try going above and through this area. Why is it always bridge pillars that give us grief? It's like, okay, there's a bridge pillar collision. Can you just work with us and like move them a little bit? But no, it doesn't. So we're going to have a junction over here which services this side of the city. We also want a junction over here that will service this side of the city. And that should provide some really fast routes through the area for people who need to get away from Daventry. We're going to need to remove this road, which is fine. It is a main connection, but we'll be putting it back in once we have the connection here. Right now, I want to ensure, number one, that these are they're pretty close to each other. So if we just take these, that's the wrong bridge. That is the wrong bridge. That's annoying. And now it's not at the same height, so is that the right height? Let's just double check this. Yeah, that looks to be the right height. So if we made that bridge, there's bridge pillar collision there. Is that even the right height? It might need to go a bit higher or go a bit further back. How come there's no bridge pillar collision for the one that needs more bridge pillars, but there is for the one that doesn't need as many? Okay, that seems to work. So we'll go with that. And we literally just want these two to connect up. So if we pop this into there, we want it to be a dirt bridge up to it. And then a similar thing back to the other one. My computer's having a tizzy trying to do that. There we go. I don't know what it was doing. It was trying to connect it into this, I think. Can we not do that? Yeah? Bring it over here. There we go. And then slot that in there. There we are. I didn't do this as dirt. So if we just take that out, put this in, and do it as dirt, then that's all sorted there. We could even do like a road through if we really wanted to down to here. Or maybe even a little, not necessarily a motorway, but sort of like an A road coming this way, which wouldn't be too bad of an idea. It would allow us to link up these two areas pretty well. And even building in a junction here allows stuff from up here to come down and go either way. That would be pretty cool. So we do have to build in that junction again. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 2-lane roundabout. It's going to be a junction to go either way. So this one's going to come across just like that. And then this one's going to go back just like that. What we are going to do is set some guides for us. So we'll do a straight line between here and here. Bridge pillar collision. What? Is it because... Oh yeah, it goes slightly onto the thing. Can we do it on the other side? No, we can't do it on the other side. Well, what if we did something like this? We just want a target for it to go to, and we'll be removing that target afterwards. So this will be highway coming into here like so, and then highway coming through to here. This will be highway going into this, and then highway coming out of it. And then we've got a nice little point where the medium highway can go down. And we'll have quite, I think, a fairly large road coming across. The difficulty is we've got a station here, we've got a bridge coming across. So if we went with a large country road, it's going to have to go quite high up to come across all this other stuff. And that's the right sort of height for that. And then we delete out this bit, and we do, well, first off, a straight road out. We don't want it to come down, we want it to stay flat. If anything, we want it to go up, but we want it to be this sort of road. So I don't know why it was different, but there we go. And then that comes down there. What we can do is this side of things start to come down. So let's just pause things again. With a straight bit of road. We want to come down, but not at such an angle. This needs to be somewhat a believable road down. I mean, that's more or less where I would want it to come in. It's going to continue through. It's going to continue through, but flat. And then it's going to start to come round. We may be removing this stuff. We don't know just yet what we're doing, but when that happens, if that happens, we want to be able to circle round and service this area of the city as well. So we've got two fairly good medium street coming into this road here. What we also would like to do potentially is have this hop up into it. That way stuff doesn't have to go back and forth along here. I mean, if they could use the motorway going backwards and forwards there, that would be pretty awesome. First off, let's get the let's take out the middle bridge that was just there for guiding us, and let's also put in the off ramps. So these will be coming off this direction. Okay. They'll be coming in around here somewhere. I don't want them to look too difficult. Let's do the other side first, because this will be a little bit easier, I reckon. What if we did that? Oof, no. There we go. Have a nice long journey up to it. And this will not do the same. That's alright, we can work with it. To get it in there. And then we just need to turn this round. So this is the on-ramp up to this junction. We need an off-ramp, but truth be told, I don't know whether we're going to be able to get it in close enough. What we can do is something like this. So if we have a road here, which then circles into here, because all of this is basically coming round, we can just do a circular route here that then comes down to the ground and then circles in here. So if we delete out one of these, and then circle that in there, I mean, we could potentially do that a lot closer together, so it's a bit tighter of a circle, but it may look better if we do. So we don't need this to be so high. It can be a gradual slope down. No need for it to be a roller coaster. Bring that down like this, and then there we go. It's a little bit unorthodox, but it's an off ramp, and we'll do the same sort of thing coming on to the. I want this to start to go up, so that it can get to where it needs to go. And then a bit of a tight one, but we can get it in there. I've accidentally created potentially a questionable shape. Never mind, we'll just ignore that bit. Ah, I've got to grab a screenshot of that. That's hilarious. Right. Hopefully YouTube doesn't hate me for that. So what we can do, because this motorway is starting to go over, is we can carry it on going. So this will be flat, and we can use this area for the junction. In fact, it's probably best if we keep it going a fair distance, just so we can put in that junction, because junctions on this game can be a bit tricky to put in. I speak from experience. Right, we don't really need it to be... It doesn't need to have anything going this way, necessarily. It could... No, it doesn't really need it. So all we need is something to come around this side and it go into a decent junction to then provide roads around here. I'm just trying to think what I should do, because obviously we'll need an off ramp here, and that will come underneath. It's very easy to just put a roundabout underneath and hook it all up like I've done here, but sometimes, you know, I want to do something that's a little bit different. So if we do an off ramp, we don't want to upgrade. If we do an off ramp, it can't do it there. It can't do it there. Why can't it just do an off ramp? Come on. Right. So if we have that as part of it, we'll have a second road coming down here, but obviously turn it around. I'm thinking we can use just the normal this type of road. Country road, that's the word I'm looking for. So that will come off that way, that will come in that way, and then we'll just literally connect this up over here somewhere. So what road do we need? This road, medium country road. It's just going to come out straight like that, and then it's going to hook up down the ways. So that's one of the junctions done. Now for the other one, which might be best to do into this. So we want a... It's a very hot day today. So if you hear me huffing and puffing, it's just one of those things. It's a bit toasty. Why is it doing it like that? Can we do it some... It's not doing what I want it to do. And why is it not doing a bridge? Like, come on. There we go. Mum, tell Transport Fever to do what I want it to do. So if we delete these ones out, sorry people who had their houses here, and we might as well delete this bit out as well. Then what we can do, because I don't really feel like having this as the way as well, because basically we want them to turn right, not any other way. We don't want them to turn left here and cross this traffic to get to this junction. That's not what we want. So if we come out from there, go flat. Oh, please, just do a bridge. Why? Why? Or if we go up, it's grounded there. Why is it turning it into ground? I just don't understand. Is it just too low? It is a bit low, isn't it? Yes, we would like this bridge. Then medium country road coming through here. We'll have this hook in over here, like the other one. The problem is that it doesn't necessarily provide over here with much of a link. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. So if we use medium country road, come off from here. Keep it flat, please. Keep it flat. Yeah. And then you can come in down here, that's fine. We'll allow you to come up that way. Then do we create... Oh, we do. Oh, that's a weird line, but we're actually using the motorway then, and you know, stuff that we've created for this. So that's pretty much what I would like. If we can try and do the same thing for these ones, by all means, but I don't think we're going to be able to. These aren't really getting a lot of stuff, but if the line's a little bit better, maybe it will. I was hoping that we could use that bridge, but I don't think it's going to work. Autosave is interrupting this crucial message to bring you safety. Thank you, autosave. Well, what if we came over here to then connect in down there? Ooh. And connect in up here. How's about them apples? Aha. Now, something's using this line. What's going on here? Is there some sort of marker that's doing it? Like, what? Is it this line? No, this line's not really going down this way. What if we put in a little connection there? Then something's using it. What's going that way? What is this line? Oh, right. This one is going that way. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, you have so many sort of alternate connections around here. I don't understand why it's not using them. Let's upgrade this. Let's remove that and make it a street entrance. I don't understand why it chooses to go around this way. I guess it's a shorter, faster path. But why isn't it coming back that way? That's what confuses me. Maybe it's because it has to go all the way around this, that it doesn't see this as a faster path. Is this going the right way? Yeah, this is all going the right direction. How weird. I don't understand. Well, at least we have something using this motorway now. You know, one of many, hopefully, soon to come. We have the connection over here to Malvern, but there should be a better one coming soon. I really don't know how I feel about this. It's a bit, oh, it's a bit horrible, isn't it? I think it may look better just coming down to a large beefy road and that making its way in rather than multiple roads. Oh. And then maybe we could use that medium country road for other things. But right now, it doesn't look right, does it? Oh, I just realised I've created somewhat of a blockage for the rail to work out. Well, it shouldn't be too much problems. We should be able to maybe go underneath it or over this bit or something. It won't be the end of the world. So with that in mind, I think what I might do is do a medium country road coming through. And I really hate these sorts of junctions because they're terrible. But just do a road coming off that goes on. So we'll do that either way. One coming this way. Maybe we can get it to be... No, we can't make it into a bridge, which is a bit annoying. But never mind. One coming up this way. See, these are all bridges. Oh, that's not, but never mind. This could come round and link up with this, which would be quite good. It is a scorcher today. I can really feel it. I wonder what temperature it is. 27 degrees outside. Goodness knows what it is in here. Feels like 5 billion. I mean, I like the warmth. I like the temperature. I was born and raised down south, but even for me, it's a bit it's a bit much. Considering this stuff's probably going to go, I think what we're going to do is have a train line through here, and then take out this bit, have just a one of these. What are these called? I don't know. Daventry sidings. A cargo terminal, which then trains will come from. One thing I need to do is upgrade this. We can hit play now. Let things roll through. So we are going to be having the other line come up here, the one that goes to Rochdale. And then I'm thinking I've got a little sort of rough plan down as an image on social media, so it will be in the description if you're watching this after the fact. If you're watching it now, you should be able to find it on Rob Plays Games Reddit. If you are new to the channel, I'm going to be putting more gaming content on that channel going forward. I'm going to keep obviously these playthroughs on my Rob334241 channel, but going forward you will find new stuff on there. Shouldn't be too long before there is stuff. It's just a case of getting everything ready for it. We're going to have a third line come through this area. It's a bit overkill. Like, I'd rather just use the same track for all three. That's now causing a collision. Why do you have to be difficult? Right, so you go through to there, and then it's there that's the problem. I suppose that is literally where the drills are, so that would make sense. Okay, what can we do about this? We could go around it, or we could go Maybe under it? I don't know whether that will work. No, it hasn't really. Well, we know where the maximum it can go up to is now. So if we move everything over, and yes, that will include having to move everything on the other side, but let's just take these links out. Let's take these out. This sucks, but it means that we get the link going. And it's ready to go once we get the trains then. So this one's going to slot into there. This one's going to slot into there. We'll sort out this other bit once we've done what's needed on the other side. So this just needs to literally come down here and slot in. There we go. And then we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should we not have 6? Ah, 6. 6 lines there. So if I just delete this stuff. Plug that one into there. This one down to there. And then we'll have that one will come into there. We'll be taking that one up. Let's pause it for a second. There's no trains coming through here, are there? No. Good. Okay, let's remove what we've got here. We're literally just moving it down one track. So that one goes into there. And then this one comes up here. Oh. I'm sorry, what? Why is that not possible? There we go. It was possible. You just had to try harder. Right, and then we take these ones out. And then we just slot those back in to the right track there. And there. And this one comes down, it slots in there. What's this moaning about? Yeah, we know. So all we have to do now is put in a way back and forth here. Make it a one-way. Stop there. Oh! Okay. Let's do this the other way around then. Train, line. There we go. You should be fine now. Able to do what you need to do. Oh. Right. It's bizarre how this has such a problem and the other one doesn't. Remember to hydrate. Hydrate is essential. Right, so we've now got this motorway hooked up to Daventry somewhat. We're going to need to have a road come through down this way, I reckon, that it can then hook into here. Just for the time being, because obviously we're going to have to do something about that. In fact, why don't we just get on and do it now? Doesn't make sense not to. Right, so if we put a large street over the top of this, yeah, and then we have a large street come through from here, so we'd like that to be flat, please. Somewhat flat, I guess. And then I feel like we might need two lines over. The problem is this blue line's going to come down, I'm thinking, to Barking, which means that it needs to cross through. It's probably best to go into a tunnel for that, considering we've got bridges down here and we need to, or maybe we can just slot over and ride through. But then we've got a issue here. What to do? This will need to be straight, and then can that just slot in? It kind of can. It looks a bit weird. We want it to more like go into a turn that's not too tricky, and then it will come down from there. Okay. This one's going to come in up here. We're going to have roads connect into this along the way where it's possible. Something like that. And then that allows quite a lot of stuff to come through that way. We just need to connect it up over here. Where do we want this to come? I mean, we could use this. Maybe. Because I don't see it going anywhere from there. Although, didn't I say something about a country road going over that way? So actually, this country road could go this way and come across. It is hot. It may just be time to go ahead and do this. So how much fuel are we actually getting there? 80% and 50% tools. So where's his tools coming from? Here. Well, it looks like this needs more. I mean, this is the junction that's horrible. I could probably do with making this two. Let's go ahead and do that because I've had problems here multiple times. If we make this a 2-line station, excuse me, then hopefully it'll be fine? Question mark? Whoops. So if we take this rail and do it pretty much straight out, keep it flat, take another rail, and then we literally just take out this horrible junction here. And then hook in this to there. Then hopefully, if we put that on number 2, number 1, then it will work. We want to put a stop somewhere up here. Nope, you don't want to stop there. You do not want to stop there. And then hopefully that will help things along down this way a little bit, because they need to come across from here. And it looks like that's causing some issues. We got so much going through this area. It's a little bit nuts. It could almost do with another through route that avoids it all. Who knows? Maybe one day. Right now, we're focusing on roads. We're focusing on building things up. So we've got our spaghetti junction down here, which might not be a looker, but it's very practical. It does what it needs to. We're going to have a bridge coming across this way. I don't know whether it would need to go through here to go up by Bognor Regis. It's something that we need to have a look at still. I feel like I'm melting, so I'm going to get another drink. For the time being, I will put you on one of these trucks. This one has a little ways to go. Is there another truck that's making its way? Here's one. And we can watch its journey as it travels through the new motorway that we've just built up. I'm going to get a drink. You do so as well if you need. Sorry about that, I had some trouble getting the ice out of the container. Had a really satisfying crack when it got in. You know, when you put the ice into a drink and it just starts to crackle up, and it's so satisfying. Oh, excuse me. Right, so what is going on here? Like, why? What causes most of the problems? It's going to be these orange and yellow ones that have to come down this way. So if we can reduce that by putting them in up here, so to take the tunnel through, that would be good, because at the moment I think they're coming up this way. It's just a case of how we do that. Not gonna lie, I thought this was already done. But evidently not. Right, so that can be a double slip. No, it can't. Can that be a double slip? No, it's still too tight. Okay. I mean, we don't want it to not be a double slip because we have stuff coming through here that needs to come through here. But that being said, we also need these to work. Alright, if we put these through, then hopefully these should be double slips. Double slips. There we go. Okay, and then we can have them come back on themselves. And they can go into here. Yeah, it looks like they're working like that. So, we need to take out these stops because they're in the wrong place somewhat. We need to put in some stops here, so stop there, a stop there, and a stop. Further back is probably the best for it. We need those lines to go through the tunnel. So I think what we can do is probably offer it some encouragement, because it literally just comes through over here, doesn't it? So these are all the ones that we need to change over. They're going from here, from over here. Okay, you won't be able to use the tunnel, but your friends maybe can, hopefully. So these ones. Number 9. Number 9. Where was the other one? Oh, this one comes from up here. That's fine. So it's just the 2 number 9s that we need to turn over to this tunnel. We've got some markers somewhere through here to use for that. Somewhere there. There we go. So when you're going from here, you need to go through here. And when you're coming back, you need to go there. Okay? It's that simple. And that way you avoid having to cross this other line. It reduces how much stuff gets stuck. Where's the other number 9? Other number 9? I did that number 9. This number 9. So when you leave here, simply you need to go through there and you need to come back through there. Please. Please and thank you. And then that should reduce how much stuff actually goes through this area. Or at least hopefully. What is going on with these? First off, why is this? Which one should be going? The dark one should be going over to number 2. There we go, now you're not going around in circles. Yeah, that's fine. Sweet. Okay. For this, we're just going to keep it as the tram service going through it because it's currently coping quite well. We don't have too much causing issues. We have a whole load of things that want to go to Oaken Gates bus station number 2, which would be over here. And we have, funnily enough, a whole load of stuff that wants to come back that way. So let's add some capacity to that line, because it's obviously not coping. And hopefully that should help it out. Where are they going? Those ones. They're going up this way, aren't they? And then coming across. Yeah. Which is fine. This has more than enough capacity for that. It's good to see, actually. These are all going round successfully. We will need to build in Rochdale eventually. Which is the bigger city? Is it Rochdale? 254, and it's on a downward decline because stations are bad. Which stations? Oh. These stations. Okay. Well, we don't want you to go on a downward spiral just because of the stations. That one's got none, but it's covering most of the city. That's a bit nuts. This was the public transport line. Okay, we need to improve that, I think. So what we'll do is we'll put some. We'll let it spread its legs a little bit. Put in some extra ways through. And we will upgrade this to a tram track as well, probably. So let's just do electric through this route. Very nice. Oh, no, we want that direction. Never mind. This we will update to have electric. And I think I see the problem. It's only a 10-meter station. That's why it's having such problems. Maybe we should remove that and make it a bit bigger. So I'm thinking a 30-meter electric station. Yeah. There we go. And they're going to... No, they're not going to separate terminals. Why would they? Why would they want to have their own little stop-off point? Why would they do that? That works just about. Right, so we're going to want to take out this stop, which is number 3, the crescent, and we're going to add in these bad boys up here, and then we're going to want to do the same for the other one. Take out the crescent. After West Street, you come up here. Are these separate? Hang on, what? Why are these separate roads? What's that all about? Okay, well, whatever. We'll work with that, I guess. This is the one that we need to update. So you want to go there, actually. You're not going to both, are you? I don't think so. No, good. Okay, and then we're going to want to make this a tram city. So, trams. Let's put it in here. It's a nice little spot for it. And then we'll upgrade these to trams. That one's the red one, this one's the pinker one. It's probably not really a red, but hey ho. It's not really a pink, it's more of a, I don't know, someone who knows colours would be able to tell me what sort of colour. I mean, it looks sort of like a pastel-y pink to me, with hints of red. But I don't know. Oh, what's happened here? Stations report the following problems. Cargo stop. Oh, have I used the wrong... Oh, what a pillock. I used the wrong bloody stop. Don't worry, this is a fairly easy fix. It should remember these stops as well. Because we're literally just swapping them out. I think that's all of them. Cool, and then we just have to take off those old buses. These bad boys, they've had their time in the sun. They've served us well. They've had their fun. And now it's time to say goodbye. They drive off into the street in the sky. Right, so we have 194 people who want to go that way. What's the betting that's towards Oaken Gates? Yep, everything wants to go towards Oaken Gates. But now our trams should hopefully deal with the stuff coming the other way. If anything, that may be a bit too much, like overkill. It might be too much for this area, but it's fine. So Rochdale should start to grow, hopefully, now that the stations are all right. It's really sad, like they dropped down, but we've addressed that now. So that was 250. Barking is a 320. He's a contender. Melksham, 584. So Melksham takes it by, what, 200 odd? We'll do Melksham. We'll hook up Melksham. How's Early doing? 299. And then we'll hook up Barking down here. And then we'll hook up Early and Rochdale, and then that will be this landmass hooked up with motorway and, well, pretty much ready to go for roads. The only thing is, and it's a bit of a troublesome one, where will we connect them up? So it's Melksham first, isn't it? So if we had the motorway come through this area, then we'll have to have some sort of junction for the roads to come to over here. I also want to do it this side as well. It's difficult. Well, if we put in the motorway, so where are we here? Motorway, motorway. We don't want tram tracks on the motorway, thank you. We want you to go over all this other stuff. So we'll put in, this is where we want it to go to. And then we're going to need it to come through, oh, there we go, over here. You're going to have to come through over here. You need to be, we'll flip this one round because I'd like it to be the other way round. Why? Let's flip that one round. And then you're also going to have to come over this bit. So you're going to come over there. We're going to go up and across. And then you're going to come over. Right, so nice wiggly roads, straight in there. Same thing there. We'll hook this one up here. Hook this one. In fact, we want to go the other way, really. We'll hook this one up here. And then if we do it so it comes across from here, then we should be able to do a junction here quite easy. Okay. Well, if it was just this road, then screw this road, like, we're putting in a motorway. Was it just that one? Yeah, it was literally just that road that was causing issues there. But we're going to be putting in a motorway, so that should suffice, I would hope, between the two cities. One thing that, I mean, I could do with is to maybe alter this route a little bit so that it comes down this way. These are buses. Surprisingly, they're still running fine, even though they're pretty busy. How many buses do we have on there? Okay, so there's a few buses going round. So that would explain why it's fine as it is. So if we take out this crossing here, because it's a busy junction, we don't need it really. And then what I'm thinking is we'll connect that up over here with a nice road coming down that way. It's a very interesting shape, Melksham. I don't know how I feel about that road there. So I'm thinking if we go through here, then it connects into the old route. We'll put a way through that way because it currently uses that way. And then it can literally just come up here. Nice. Okay. Put in a few more stops along the way. So we'll have one up here. We'll have one down here. Maybe on this side? Something like that. And then that more than services this area. We're going to have to take this route out, this stop, which is a shame because I think this was like one of our first stops. But you know, we're moving onwards and upwards, so right, between there and there you go there, and then between 6 and 7 you go here and not there, and that's all sorted that way. We'll take out Grange Street. We'll have you come down this way and go up this way. Nice. Okay, that should service that side of things. Where we put the tram depot, goodness. If we have this road come up this way, then we can... Oh, why has it done that? It removed it. That's a bit weird. There we go. Now your trams. Then we can put a tram depot up here somewhere. Flip this around. Too much slope. Go in there then. Right, we'll get a couple of decent trams. We'll put them on these lines. So orange, yellow, and then we can remove the current buses that we have going around because they just don't have the speed or the capacity as these trams do. Why is it going up that way? What's going on there? Have we... Oh, these are separated out, aren't they? Okay, the yellow one needs to come off of this line. So instead of Stanley Street, go there. There you go, sorted. I don't know why it changed that up, but it was probably because I took the road out that was here. That's fine. Winslow and these two are complaining that they don't have a connection. Well, we're about to give them one. A connection for the ages. Motorway heaven. It's just a case of putting it in. So if we put them on straight lines, we make it not electric, please. And then we're going to need Probably dual going through. In fact, let's take out this road because it's not where we want it to be. Why? Why are you being tricky like that? Okay, that'll do. We will put in a little road here. Might as well use what space we've got. Do a nice little road out, like so. And then we'll have this come in here. Oh. This come through there. This works a lot better when you can sort of decide where you want it to get through to. Why are you not working there? It wants to... fine. It looks horrible, but... it's just the game being the game, unfortunately. There is hope, though. There's an update coming in summer, whenever that'll be. Hopefully, they'll be able to improve how roads react through the game, through that update, and make it a little bit better. So if we have a large country road come down, and then this will go up this direction, and we'll have this road connect into it. There we go. Nicely, nicely. So it's now no longer moaning about the connection to Melksham, and nor should it, because it's got a much better connection through here now with a motorway that goes up there. So what we do need to do is do the other side over here, which I'm a little bit concerned about because I don't know how we're going to do it. We also need to do maybe a bridge coming down and a tunnel through that's over the top of the other tunnels, because we don't want them to interact with the train tunnels that are there. We also need to do something here. It would be easier if this was down on the floor here. So what do we need to do? We need to go across and over this bit, like so. Okay. This needs to come down. Bridge pillar. The only problem is you can't do this without the other tunnels getting in the way. So it's going to want to come down this way. Wow, that's quite a tree trunk of tunnels, isn't it? We want you to go pretty much down. In fact, we don't really want you to be too high. That won't quite do it. What if we do something in the middle like that? Bridge pillar. That'll work. Do a little bit of something in the middle. There we go. That'll hook into there. Why construction not possible? I think this one's getting in the way. Yeah, it was. Okay. So we want you to drop down in the middle. Like that. And this will allow us to then come over the top and go over the train track that's here as well. Oh, hello. Bit of a rusty plane there. Not sure I'd get on that in its current state. Looks like it might fall apart more than anything. But very busy plane line through. So I don't want you to come through there. I want you to go ultimately down, but with a bow in the middle, or a bone in the middle. Is that what I mean? Like a bridge going across is basically what I'm trying to say. Not a bone in the middle, but a I don't know, a rib in the middle maybe. Is that what I mean? And you come down as well. We'll do that for you. Nice. Okay. So we want to do probably a large country road just going across, or something that won't necessarily cause problems. What that would be, I don't know. So if we go flat across, and then we swap out to one that comes over this way, and comes down. And then another one which could just come over this way, maybe. And comes down. Then we need to do the other direction. So that would look like something coming out this way, maybe. Maybe not. Something coming across. Yeah, okay. I want you to go flat and go like that, please. And then You'll come out this way. You want to be like this. You want to come in there. It's a bit of a sharp turn, but it'll be fine. You want to come off somehow like this. I don't understand why this game gives it such difficulty going around. And then you'll connect in there. Very nice. There we go. Another trumpet exchange. This will just come down to probably a roundabout and then another roundabout down here. So if we take this bit out and then we put in the roundabout here, bearing in mind it has to be close enough and far enough for these to connect in. Same down here. I've learned now that if you use these as just something to go into, rather than the definite this is where it's going to go, it works a bit better for roundabouts, in this game at least. So, yeah. This will come down to there. That'll come over to there. And then we'll want this to come in probably there, actually. And this one to come up. And then we've got a road here that will be perfect for a line in. And if we did some more, I mean, these don't have to be dual lanes coming out. Like, they can be single lines. if it'll do it. There we go. And single lines in. And then something like this comes down here. This goes in here. So if we just hook that up there, make this follow it, stay flat. Coming up. I just want you to follow the road, follow the path. Like, it's not too tricky. Then this can also connect in, but I don't think that that's its ultimate goal. I feel like if you carried on straight here, you'd be fine, and then we can have a road coming off this way. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. Don't understand why that's such a problem. Maybe if we take out these other bits. So why will it connect there, but it won't connect down here? Like, what? What? Why? Construction not possible. But it is. It should be. Right, that works. Okay, do it that way. Fine. Silly game. This can go up this way. This can come down. Like so. And it can slot in here. I mean, what if we had this connect in here, and then this one carry on and connect in here? How's about them apples? There we go. Those are some good little connections, and we've created a little area for where these roads can go. So that's Melksham connected up. One thing I haven't thought about, which I really should have, is the high-speed rail coming through this area. Poop. We would like this to connect in up there, and this one, wherever it is, I can't quite see it. There we go. To connect in down here. There we go. So now this road is still connected up. What will we do about the high-speed rail? That's a tricky question. Because I don't think a station will fit in around here. Unless we did something away from the city. I think that's going to have to be a worry for another day, unfortunately. We do want it to go that way, and we've got the rail already sort of ready to come through that way. Unless it literally just bypasses Melksham. It could do. We'll have fast links both at Winslow and maybe early, maybe even avoid early. Who knows? I don't know whether it would be better to have those connections or not. Winslow's quite a small city, really, and actually this high-speed rail will probably really bump it up once it's there. It's hard to say whether we should avoid Melksham or not. because ultimately we do have a public transport network in that connects all these cities. The circular line, which goes Early, Melksham, Winslow, Daventry, down to a harbour down there, and then up to Barking, through Rochdale, up to Oaken Gates, and through Early, and then way back to through East Ham, and then back to Early. I don't know whether it's necessarily needed that Melksham has a high-speed train going through it. It's hard to say. It is hard to know whether it's needed or not. If needs be, we can look at what we can do here. We can alter it. You know, it's not set in stone that this will be how this will work. And to be honest with you, we could always rejig it so that we can get the high-speed line in if we wanted it to. But that's something I'd really need some opinions on, some help, because I genuinely don't know whether I'd need it or not. Something that does need doing. Number one, the rest of this motorway system through this area, because we've done some really good connections so far. This, I swear this was lower. This is getting up. This is getting up. We need to improve public transport in the area. That's a lot of buses. My goodness. It may be that they've started to realise that they can get there via this a lot quicker, because there's nothing waiting here for that, and there's nothing here waiting for that. So I wouldn't necessarily say we don't need a connection for the airport via here, but it's looking like it might not necessarily be needed as much as we had it before. This definitely still uses it, and this still uses it. So we could cut that back. So if we take out from 3 to 7, so this one, this one, this one, and this one, then it literally just comes down here and goes back through, picking up people as it goes. And then what do we have here? So we already have quite a few. If we put another line in, that would then come up through here, up here, and back again, then that would probably service as a bus route from Daventry. So what did we call these other ones? If I just yoink that, Control C, and then Control V it, and it's not for East Ham, this one's for Daventry. We won't need as many buses as are on there, so we can just pinch, say, 10, pop them onto the one for Daventry. And we don't need as many buses as are on here, so if we take off 14 to make it a nice round number of 20, then I don't like this colour. Let's make it an actual like vibrant green. Maybe we should change this color as well. Make these all green. There we go. So now we've got a line coming up to the bus route up here. What I would like to do, as I've said before, is remove these road fuel lines, because we could do a lot better with trains. The only problem is how we're going to get trains over there, and also where are we going to put the connection for the fuel delivery to go down there. I'm pretty sure this is what we need to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. We don't need these anymore. We will get rid of these. I won't necessarily get rid of the infrastructure just yet, just because it may be that we still need something there. So if I build a cargo station, it doesn't need to be that long here. Then would that connect up with those other hubs? Connects to these two. It doesn't connect to this one over here, but I mean this one does have this one, which brings in a lot of fuel. What we can then do is put one of these. I'd like it to be the other side. And we'll make it a fair bit bigger, because goodness knows how much fuel is going to come through this section. Street access is going to be a bit of a problem there. Why is that a problem? It wasn't the other way. There we go. Does that one reach it? It does. That one reaches there. So what we'll just do is take this fuel line, and instead of it picking up from there, it's just going to come up and pick up here. Why is there a purple line there? What is that purple line? No, we don't. We no longer need your services. Thank you. That was a bit strange. And then that can no longer pick up from there and pick up from here. All the fuel it needs. Okay. I'm hoping that we can put in a train line here. Yeah, easy peasy. Why is it dropped down there? Is that a road? No, it's not. Why was it trying to connect into that? Who knows? Goodness knows. There we go. So this will just go straight into there. This will come up. And we'll do a similar thing up here. This no longer needs to come to a point. And what we can do is have this road carry on up. Get rid of this line here. In fact, this is no longer needed. This, we could use that train. We could put that train on this line. No, don't move. I pressed the wrong button there. So if we put another train station up here. Maybe a little bit of a different angle. Then we can just connect this in down here. We can have this come up. And then that is pretty much jobs are good. I'd like you to stay flat. I'd like you to connect to things here. There we go. That does that one's job. So if we just put you up here, if we put the line in, it would help. So you're going to be loading up on crude, you're going to be unloading crude. Then over here, you're going to be loading up on crude, and you're going to be dropping off it. It's that simple, my friend. So it's cargo via rail. It is crude oil, and it's probably line like 5 billion at this point. Let's see what line that. Wait, what? What? Why is this line? Okay, that's a bit weird. Goodbye. That was a bit weird. Okay, what we need to do is assign this train to that line. That's all sorted. Then, I mean, we could rework what's going on down here so that it fits in a little bit better. I don't think that's necessarily needed right now. What we will need to do is remove all this stuff. We no longer need these. So long, suckers. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. What's being a problem? Cargo fuel rail line. Yeah, we don't need that one anymore. We'll let this road, let this stuff leave. We'll redo this part of the road so that it's flat. Like so. And then this road can actually become the road that comes in up here. That's quite poetic, really. The old road that did bring up the fuel is now the new road that the fuel travels through. Cool. There are no warnings. It's nice when there isn't, for a change. So 15 trucks, I think that should be enough. It's coming up and down this way. We could even put it on the other side of the road. Maybe. There we go. Now it never crosses itself. It literally just goes backwards and forwards there. That's nice. It's good. It's everything it needs to be. So which one's the in? That's in and that's in. So if I took a rail from here I don't know whether it might be better to rework that lot. But right now I'm just trying to focus on how to get new trains across from here to over there. This is an in. Maybe if we swap them round. Then we could make more use of these tracks. Because what's currently on these terminals? They're all on 5 and 6. Are all the deliveries. That's a good point. We haven't actually renamed this to what it should be. This will be... No way, is it number 10? No. It is number 17. This line. 17. There we go. Is that the right type of purple? It looks like the right type of purple. We need to put some stops in because this is getting confused about where it should be going. And that in its own right has caused some problems here. So let's just try that one. Did that work? I think that worked. Cool. Um, I think ironically, we might need to upgrade this with the trains. So right now it can wait. Because it's crossing over itself so many times that it causes problems. So what would happen if we had a second line coming up this way? That'll work, won't it? Yep, good. Make that double slip. Make this a place that it can get to. And then let's just see how this adapts. Because we're going to be transporting a lot of fuel. And I need a baseline to know what this does. Because it might be that we just upgrade this to an electric train and it'll be able to do 100% of all the fuel that's here, and deliver it to where it needs to go, which would be fantastic. That would be great. But I also think it probably won't necessarily be able to do that, and it'll probably need to deliver it elsewhere. Who knows? Right. One thing I need to check, actually, is how the electric trains are doing here with this. Since we split it... Oh, wow, they're making a lot of money. Because I remember now, we were trying to upgrade all the trains that go through here to electric so that they could effectively not slow down the other trains that are already electric. Because these things can carry so much fuel. It's a bit nuts. Yeah, we need it to be 309, I think. Sell those two. Where's the other choo-choo trains? This one's for bricks. Right. Huh. Maybe we could upgrade those. I think it's the food ones that we really need to do an upgrade for. Because currently they're really not pulling everything that they need to. Oh wow, this needs another train on it. Maybe another 3. That is overflowing and we are losing a lot of product there, which is not good. So we need the food line this way to have some more, not necessarily more trains on it, but more capacity. And I'm thinking maybe electrification is probably the best way to go. We just need to make sure that all the lines around here are electrified. There's another one. There's another contender Fuel line 2. Let's upgrade 3 of you, because otherwise you'll bankrupt me at this rate. Make you the right colour, A347. Let's just upgrade these till they're 309 meters long. And get rid of these other ones. Goodbye. It's nice, because up till now, this route has always been congested, because to keep the capacity high, we've had to have really trains that are just stupidly long. Like this one. Sorry, we've had just stupid amounts of trains coming up and down through this area. But now we're reducing them down, because each train can carry a lot more. And in turn, we don't need as many of them. So we can get rid of some of the rolling stock that we have that's just old and needs removing. It's just a case of which ones need it the most. So this one, this side is struggling. What about up here? Are you struggling up here? No way, no how. Which is interesting, because I'm pretty sure you're meant to fill up either way, which might be a bad move. See, I don't know whether it's better to have the 3 lines. Luckily, we still have them here to separate it out and take it as it comes then, which I think it might be, looking at this. So the fuel line still works, it still does fuel. Fuel, there we go. So we could just put the trains onto the lines that they came from, in which case these 2 would be going back onto this fuel line. These 3 would be going back onto the oil connect line. And if we sort this out so that it only takes crude oil, either side. Oh, hang on, what? Was it always just picking up crude oil? Oh, no. That's good. Because it's worked for while we had it with the trains that we've had. But now we should be able to put more trains on these lines, on the individual lines that need them. It should hopefully spread out the cargo. These numbers will be coming down. Yep, they're going down. They're going over to here, where they need to go, which is cool and groovy. It's just hard to know how much is too much train-wise, like... Maybe this is too much. Oh wow, that train did not stop. I think we upgraded it while it was in the station, which is fine. We need to upgrade all the stuff going down here. So are all of them now electric trains, yeah? That's not necessarily needed to be. That's a food one. That's actually a brick hub one. So yeah, it looks like they're electric. What about this? Yep. Again, it's electric. Can this one be electrified? Yes, it can. Let's do it. We'll only need one of you to be electrified. So, boop. $309 meters, 315 capacity. That is nuts. That is literally almost all of this production. Yeah, so that's upgraded. It's these crude lines that are probably going to need more trains on them. So if we just double them up, not enough. No depot found. Oh, right, yeah. Because these depots are so old, they're not electrified. So if we upgrade to number 1, fast rail, and number 2, electric, and it should upgrade that depot. Does it have a route all the way through? It's easier to see it this way. Yes. No. So this needs to be upgraded to electrification. We might as well upgrade this line as well. So stuff coming through here can be electrified eventually. I say eventually, I'll probably do it next because this is starting to get a bit full. Right, okay. So that was this line, wasn't it? Duplicate. There we go. It's pretty crazy that we managed to get this junction in, considering this is such a busy area with all the rail. But I think we've done it the right way because we've done rail first and then upgraded these second. Let's see here. Will this even be that much of an upgrade for this line? These trains take 315. We're actually reducing the capacity by making them electrified. But they should be no electric path. Oh. That's pretty nuts. We are effectively reducing the capacity by putting one of these on. But the problem is, it's not the how much it can pull, it's the length. So this one is already 311 meters. So that's why it's able to take it, probably because the locomotive's shorter. Ever so slightly, maybe. They look pretty much the same length. Is it going to tell me the length? Maybe not. But it's time that it got up an upgrade. Let's upgrade it. It's just a bit nuts that it already takes more than it can. That should speed up the train between the two stops as well, which will be nice. Alright, how are these trains doing? This is still overburdened, but I'm thinking that things are starting to spread out. I don't know whether 2 is enough for this. Let's try duplicating that up. And let's add some to this. It doesn't need quite as many. Another 3 should do it. And then that should really keep things moving, I'm hoping. I'm really glad that I did these as individuals, but they're not quite gonna make it. They're not gonna make it very easy, are they? I think these will be the last ones where they're all taking different things. It's just a sheer the amount of capacity this length of station has. It can't cope with it. It's pretty crazy, really, when you think about it, how busy these get. You have a freeway through, don't you? Good. How is this doing? So it's shipping 90%. I somehow don't believe that that's quite shipping enough, but it says it is. So this train should be able to cope with it. It may be one that we need to reassess in time. I should really upgrade these lines, but anyway. What was I doing? Well, the connection down here now is all sorted for the trucks and all the stuff coming through here. Maybe even if we put a it's automatically switch to that one. Yeah, that should be a bit of a better connection through. This is busy. Okay. This needs a few more trucks on it. Otherwise, we're going to end up losing money. All of that is potential money. We don't want to lose out on it. That's for sure. We should put a road depot next to the motorway somewhere, so that we can easily get cars onto the motorway and through. Because at the moment, I'm guessing all of those are going to come from... Oh, maybe not there. Somewhere. Goodness knows where. So yeah, those could do with... that's good. That's no longer overflowing. Cool. Well, the motorway's going really well. We don't necessarily have a lot using it right now, but the connections between the cities are really doing what we need it to. Is this all the same line? No. Okay, that's fine. That's a bit strange. I don't know what was going there. We may even need to look at putting in a connection for these guys. But at the moment, I just don't know. Like, we've got the connection over here. It's choosing not to use it coming back, so it must be a fairly good connection that we've already got there. Is all I can say to that one. We'll put in a connection here. Which won't necessarily be for anything right now, but maybe something in the future. You never know. You never know when you might need a connection through. So that comes to there. Cool. Well, we've done some great stuff today. We've put in the motorway up to Daventry. We've replaced Daventry's. That's where they're all coming from. So they're coming down from that way. Okay. Well, maybe in future they'll use the connection, the hub that we put in there. Because the motorway would be a way quicker way for it to get from A to B. We've also rectified what was going on here, so that should help things here. Ooh, wow, okay. I don't think that necessarily needs to be too many trucks on there, but more than what it's already got, for sure. Okay. Just trying to keep things moving is the hardest bit about all this. Granted, this line is very busy, so can't really blame it. How's this doing? Yeah, this line's kind of coping with it. Now the numbers are starting to go down. 90% there, 88% there. How's this doing? It just needs these other two to get off its line. We got a fuel line connect coming in quite fast into the station, 50 odd mile an hour. Yeah, so we've also connected up Melksham. We may have blocked a place for the high-speed rail to go, which is a bit bad. We will have to look at that going forward and see what we can do about it. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching today. If you have enjoyed, then let me know about it. Go on to Reddit, go on to Twitter, whatever you use. I'm pretty much on all of them. Search for Rob Plays Games. I have them linked below most of these videos now. They're a great place for us to discuss these episodes and what's coming. So let me know whether Melksham really needs a high-speed rail link or whether it doesn't. You know, it's in the plan, but if it's not doable, then it's not doable. But anyway, have a great day. Thanks for watching. And until next time, have a good one.